subject is phonics. Grade level I chose 2nd grade. And teacher objective. Teacher will model reading regularly spelled words with as many as 4 syllables. For review, we will play a YouTube video called Syllable Lesson Video for the class.
A syllable is a word part. All words are made up of syllables. Knowing that words are broken down into syllables will help you read and write. Let's look at a few ways to find syllables in words. Let's try the syllable clap. Clap with me as I say these words. Cat, sunset, radio, book, teacher, tractor. Let's try another way to find syllables. It's called robot speak. Let's say these words like the robot. Cat, sunset, tractor. Do you hear how we're chopping the words into pieces? Radio, book, teacher. Each new piece is another syllable. Let's say these words together again, but first, put your hand below your chin like this. Pay attention to when your mouth opens and closes. Cat, sunset, tractor. Did you notice that your mouth opens whenever you say a vowel? Each time your mouth opens, you said another syllable. Radio, that's 3 syllables. Book, that's just 1 syllable. Teacher, that's 2 syllables. We never want you to just guess where to clap or how many syllables you hear. There are patterns that you can follow so that you'll always get it right.
Okay, so as the video plays along, as she says clap for the word, we as a whole class would clap along with the video. And same with the robot and the hand under chin method. What 3 methods did we learn yesterday to find how many syllables are in a word? Then I'd ask, can you all demonstrate using the clapping method mother? Who can give me a word that has 1 syllable? How do you know that it has 1 syllable? Who can give me a word that has 2 syllables? How do you know it has 2 syllables? For my overview, my purpose and importance, students will be able to read words with as many as 4 syllables and apply what they have learned about syllable blending to become fluent readers. Continuity. Past. Yesterday we worked on reading 1 and 2 syllable words. Today, we will introduce 3 and 4 syllable words and review 1 and 2 syllable words. Tomorrow, we will learn to decode unfamiliar words in text using our syllable methods. The objective: students will be able to read regularly spelled words with as many as 4 syllables. For my motivation, I will introduce the book Junie B. Jones and Some Sneaky Peeky Spying by Barbara Park. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the first page of the book, and I'm going to ask the students some questions. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Patrice. Except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B. That's all. I go to kindergarten. Kindergarten is what comes before 1st grade. Except for, I don't know why it's called that silly word of kindergarten, because it should be called 0 grade, I think. My teacher has the name of Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. And that's all. Can you tell me how many syllables teacher has? How about the word kindergarten? How many syllables does kindergarten have? And then kindergarten has more syllables than the 1 and 2 syllables that we worked with yesterday, so it gives me an opportunity to introduce the larger words as we begin our next activity. For this activity, the students will be able to orally and visually match syllables to read and create whole words with 90% accuracy. And it's Bloom's understanding. Teacher will introduce the first activity, piece it together, and then model the activity for the students. So I will go through and there will be random puzzle pieces in this bag. And it's a mixture of 2 and 3 syllable words. So we'll pull out a piece. Toe. I got toe. So this syllable looks like it has a piece that comes before it and nothing that comes after it. So we're going to take this syllable on the whiteboard. And as I'm taping it, and as the students come up and they pull out, they're going to also be writing it on a sheet of paper at their desk. Po. We have the syllable po. It doesn't look like anything comes before it, but something definitely comes after it. So we put it on the board. Tay. Tay is the next syllable. Well, it looks like it has something that comes before it and something that comes after it. So then we would try to match the pieces to the pieces that we already had on the board. And it fits. So to review, we've got syllable po, tay, toe. Together, this syllable makes the word potato. These syllables make the word potato. I go through that a couple more times. We pull out a couple more words and do it as a whole class. And then each student would take turns coming up and pulling a piece out of the bag and placing it on the board. And we would do this until we were done with all the puzzle pieces. And then after we finish matching all the pieces, the students are going to then, on their sheets, circle each syllable so that we know if there's 3 circles, there's 3 syllables that make up the word potato. For the next activity, we'll be doing a syllable close sort. The students will be able to orally read words with up to 4 syllables and sort them with 90% accuracy. So we'll have each student will get a sheet like this. We'll have a sheet passed out, and it's to represent our pocket chart. It's a mock of our pocket chart where we will do 1 syllable words, 2 syllable words, 3 syllable words, and 4 syllable words. And as we're doing this activity as a whole group, each individual student will also be writing down these words at their desk. We'll have a stack of cards that have different syllable words. They have 2 syllable, 3 syllable, 4 and 1 syllable words on the stack. So I'll go through and I'll pull. Butterfly. But-ter-fly. How many syllables did we hear? 3. So we'll tape it on our pocket chart under 3. And the students will write it on their worksheet. Horse. How many syllables does horse have? Horse. 1. So we'll put it under our 1. Then the students will take turns coming up, pulling from the stack of cards, and they will have to read the card to us out loud, break it into syllables, and then put it on the syllable chart where they think it goes. For my closure, I will pass out a student copy of the Junie B. Jones and some sneaky peeky spying to each of the students. This will be the book that we read over the next few weeks in class. Then I will explain the class we are going to read from our book and identify words within the text that have 2, 3, or 4 syllables. I will begin reading the first paragraph, and then I will call on the students to read. Then the students will read a paragraph. And after that student gets done reading their paragraph, they will pick a word out of the paragraph that has 2, 3, or 4 syllables and tell us why they picked it and how many syllables that word has. Then we would all practice saying that word and breaking it into syllables as a whole group. For homework, the students will read a paragraph with class vocabulary words in it. They will go through and underline each vocabulary word and sort the words by how many syllables they have. On their homework sheet, I'll have a mock pocket chart at the bottom where they can go through and they'll sort them out that way. For my early finishers, they'll be given a syllable worksheet where they will read the words and find out how many syllables the words have by using clapping method. This worksheet has 20 words and they range from 1, 2, and 3 syllables. So we have monster, butterfly, cat, basket, strawberry. So they'll go through and they'll write monster has 2, butterfly 3 until they complete the worksheet. Special needs students will work one-on-one with a teacher or a paraprofessional to be able to identify the number of syllables in the words and to be able to read them fluently. Students with a reading disability will also work one-on-one with a teacher or a paraprofessional doing the syllable closed sort activity. So I would have the paraprofessional or myself go and do this activity with them again so that they become familiar with just different words that range from 1 to 4 syllables. For my remediation students, the teacher will work with the students in a small group setting. Students will play the piece the puzzle activity together until they have a better understanding. The students will also create their own 2 and 3 syllable words. So they'll play this game again. They'll circle, they'll do the same thing that we did in the class, and then they will also get to create 1 2-syllable word and 2 3-syllable words. And then one person will create and then the next person will try to put it together. For enrichment, the students will be able to play a syllable match game on spellingcity.com. And I'll just demonstrate that for you just really quick.
Doctor.
They're going to go through and try to match the words.
Balloon. Giraffe.
Picture.
Until they get a match. And every time they get a match, it gives them points. And then for my reflective comments, there are none. Thank you.